Good morning, my dear children. I am Mrs. Silvia Taiday, and today I am going to teach you the last part of chapter 1, numbers up to 20. So, in the previous part, we have studied that by counting the numbers backward, we get before numbers. By counting the numbers forward, we get after numbers. And the number in the middle of two numbers is called as between number. So children, today we are going to study smaller and bigger numbers using a number strip. So first of all, let us count the number of objects given in the picture and circle the lowest group. So children, in the first picture of ice cream, tell me in which group there are less number of ice creams? Count and tell me. Yes, the second group has less number of ice creams. Now, look at the second group. Tell me which group has less number of candies? Yes, the second group has less number of candies. Now, count the books from both the groups. Yes, the second group has less number of books. Now tell me, which group has less number of crayons? Yes, the second group has less number of crayons. So children, now first we will learn smaller numbers. Here you can see a number strip from 0 to 9. So you can see that the number nearer to the number 0 is called as smaller number. For example, as compared to the number 8 and 9, the number 1 is nearer to 0. So, the number 1 is smaller than 8 or 9. Now, let us solve some examples. So children, in the first question, you have to circle the smaller number. So, in the first question, there are two numbers, 20 and 10. So tell me, which number is smaller? Yes, the number 10 is smaller than number 20. Now see the next example. There are two numbers, 4 and 6. So tell me, which number is smaller? Yes, the number 4 is smaller than the number 6. In this way, you can solve the rest of the examples. Now see the next question. In this question, you have to cross out the smallest number. So there are three numbers given in a set. In the first set, you can see 4, 7 and 2. So children, tell me which number is the smallest one, or which number is nearer to 0? Yes, amongst the three numbers, 2 is the smallest one, or 2 is nearer to 0 as compared to the number 4 and 7. Now see the next example. There are three numbers 14, 12 and 17. So children, tell me which number is the smallest one? Yes, the number 12 is the smallest one. So you can cross out the number 12. In this way, you can solve the other examples. So children, in this picture, you have to circle the group which has more number of objects. So see the first group. Tell me which group has the more number of hats? Yes, the second group has more number of hats. So you can circle the second group. Now see the next picture. Tell me which group has more number of objects? Count and tell me. Yes, the number of apples are more as compared to the number of jellies. So you can circle the number of apples. In the next picture, you can see the number of balloons is more than the number of kites. So you can circle the group of balloons. In the next picture, you can see the number of bees is more than the number of butterflies. So you can circle the group of bees. Now next we are going to learn bigger numbers. So the number which is away from 0 is the bigger number. In the picture you can see that the number 4 is away from 0. So we can say that the number 4 is bigger than the number 1. Now, let us solve some examples. In the first question, you have to circle the bigger number. So, there are two numbers given, 11 and 13. So, children, tell me which number is bigger? Yes, the number 13 is bigger as compared to the number 11. So, circle the number 13. Now, see the next question. The number given are 17 and 7. So children, tell me which number is the bigger one? Yes, the number 17 is bigger as compared to the number 7. So circle the number 17. So now you can solve the other examples. Now see the next question. In this question, you have to cross out the biggest number. Here you can see a group of three numbers. amongst the three numbers, you have to cross out the biggest one. So let's have a look on the first group. The numbers are 12, 15 and 20. So children, tell me which number is the biggest one? Yes, the number 20 is the biggest one. So cross out the number 20. Now see the next example. The numbers are 13, 3 and 9. So children, tell me which number is the biggest one? Yes, the biggest number is the number 13. So cross out the number 13. In this way, you can solve the other examples. So children, today we have learned that the numbers that are nearer to 0 are called as smaller numbers, and the numbers that are away from 0 are called as bigger numbers. Thank you.